What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black, coming back once again to talk my Alabama Crimson Tide, and I'm talking about the defensive side of the ball, or the lack of defense. And what I'm about to say, it's in black and white, straight facts. So if you don't agree, I don't know what else to tell you, but hey, it is what it is. But I'm not giving you opinion in this case. I'm giving you straight facts. And the fact is that this 2024 Alabama defense is on pace for the worst ranking since 1998. You know, I'm always looking for something to talk about when it comes to my Alabama Crimson Tide. And lo and behold, I found this article on Bama 247. And my Alabama Crimson Tide is on pace for the worst ranking, defensive ranking, basically, since 1998. Now, Alabama is preparing to take a trip to Knoxville, Tennessee to take on those Tennessee Volunteers. And this Alabama defense ranks 55th in the FBS in allowing 342.5 yards per game. In terms of national ranking, that would be Alabama's worst defense since 1998, when they finished 59th in the FBS. By allowing 369 yards per game. It's in black and white. Alabama's on pace to have the worst defense since 1998. This 2024 defense has not yet faced college football best offenses. Among the Crimson Tide first 6 opponents, only Georgia ranks in the top 50 in total yards per game. And they rank 28th, okay? Alabama has faced Western Kentucky, who's ranked 66 in total yards per game. South Florida, who's ranked 104th. Wisconsin, who's ranked 53rd. Vanderbilt, who's ranked 96th, in which we lost to. And South Carolina, who's ranked 92nd, in which we only beat by 2 points. So, are y'all hearing what I'm saying? These are the offenses that we done played in terms of total yards per game. 66, ranked 66, 104, 53rd, 96, and 92. None of the top offenses. It's a damn shame. And in the list of quarterbacks, Alabama done played T.J. Finley, Byron Brown, Brendan Locke, Carson Beck, Diego Pava, and Lenora Sellers. Only Beck is in the top 80 nationally in passing yards. In the top 80. So we haven't even faced any of the best quarterbacks in college football. Not even in the SEC. I'm going to tell you that, even though we faced Carson Beck. And what did Carson Beck do? Carve our ass up for basically 376 yards in the second half. That's what he did. But anyway, our next three opponents, all right, is Tennessee, who, despite their offensive struggles, ranked 9th nationally in yards per game with 484.5 yards. Missouri ranked 45th, 434 yards per game. And LSU ranked 25th with 460 yards per game. All better than the opponents that we done faced, except for Georgia. All better. And you saw our performance in the last 2.5 games. The second half against Georgia, Vandy, and South Carolina this past Saturday. Now, we was good up until the second half against Georgia. Going into the game against Georgia, we had the #1 third down defense in the country. I don't know what the hell done happened to it. I don't know what done happened to it. Fourth down defense is just atrocious. And all of that ain't on the players. All of that is not lack of effort. Come on now. All of that is not due to not being physical. Yeah, we need to get a whole lot better in all of those areas. Physicality, effort, making tackles, being in the right spot at the right time. We need to get better in all that. But we can't put 70% on the players and 30% on the coaches. I think the coaches should have more blame than the players. It's the coach's job to prepare and develop these players. That is on the coaches. But everybody can get better. You just can't point at one particular area. Or you can't put 90% on the players and 10% on the coaches, or freaking 30% or 70% on the players and 30% on the coaches. I think the coaches should take more of the force than the daggone players. That's just me. That's just me. So, hey, because guess what? On any other job, when your subordinates fuck up, who got the answer for it? Who got an answer for it? That daggone supervisor, foreman, boss, or whoever, they got an answer for it. Because guess what? Ultimately, they are responsible. It is what it is. Got some more numbers for you. All this is in black and white. You can go, if you want to. Anybody out there in college football world and is an Alabama fan, you can go look it up yourself. The last 3 games, my buddy Nick Saban Jr. brought this to my attention. The last 3 games, but I had to go look it up myself because I had issues believing it. But yes, it is true. Alabama, the last 3 games, have given up 99 points in 3 games. That's 33 points per game. 34 to Georgia, 40 to Vandy, 25 to South Carolina. 99. 33 points a game. Average. Last 3 games. Last 3 games, they've given up 1,311 yards. That's damn pathetic. 519 to UGA, 418 to Vandy, 374 to South Carolina. Yeah, we can say, well, they improving that in that area every game. We can say that. We can give them credit for that. Okay, so hey, it is what it is, but that's still too damn many. 3rd down conversion. The last 3 games, you are 22 of 48, barely over 50%. All right, but in the last 2 games, 3rd down conversions, you are 19 of 33, under 50%. That's not a recipe for winning. That's not a recipe for winning. And 4th down conversion, it is sickening. Last 3 games, 4th down conversions, the opponents is 7 of 8. Georgia was 5 for 5. Vandy was 1 for 1. And South Carolina was 1 for 2. 7 of 8 on 4th down conversions in the last 3 games. Pathetic. Pathetic. And if you want to know the numbers for 3rd down conversion the last 3 games, Georgia was 3 for 15. Vandy was 12 of 18. And South Carolina was 7 of 15. But on 4th down conversions, Georgia was 5 for 5. Come on, man. It's in black and white. You can't deny the numbers. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. So, hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Us Alabama fans, we got to be real with ourselves, man. We got to be real with ourselves. But, hey, it is what it is. I'm not saying that Alabama can't get better. But it's going to take a total team effort from the top to the bottom. Top to the bottom. I'm done giving passes to these coaches. All right. But one thing I can say, what I'm talking about, I'm done giving passes. It is their first season. They're only 6 games in. That's all I can say. It's their first season. They're only 6 games in. And maybe Alabama fans are overreacting, being that it's their first season and they only 6 games in. But these numbers are mediocre. Now, next season might be something totally different. Now, I will say it's too early way too early to be trying to call for anybody's job. It's way too early for that. Kane Wommack can have this defense playing out of their mind next season. We don't know. But this is their first season, him and Nick Sheridan and Coach Kalen DeBoer and a lot of the staff, their first season. We can cry and we can complain. You know what I'm saying? We can vent our frustrations. But the fact of the matter is, it's still early in their tenure at the University of Alabama. All right, so, hey, it is what it is. This is what fans do. They vent their frustrations. This is what the platform is for, to have dialogue, to have disagreements and agreements, to have dialogue. All right, Alabama got several, Alabama fans got several podcasts out there, YouTubers or whatever you want to call us. Content creators, got several. And we go on each other's channel and we vent to each other. All right, about what we see, what we like, and what we dislike. Okay, so, hey, it is what it is. That's what we do. That's the purpose of the platform. And guess what? We call out what we see. That's what it is. We call out what we see. Some of it is based on, well, a lot of it is based on opinion, but a lot of it is based on fact also. And I'm not the only one that's saying this. You got former players saying the same thing. From the great linebacker, Alabama linebacker, Marvin Constant. From cornerback, Smoke Dixon, former Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Former running back, Damian Harris. Heisman Trophy running back, Mark Ingram. You got defensive back, former great defensive back, Roman Harper, calling it out, a Super Bowl winner. You got him calling it out. You know what I'm saying? We just basically calling out what we see and voicing our frustrations on the issues that we see. That's all. That's all. We still going to support our Alabama Crimson Tide through thick and thin. And OKB going to ride with them, win or lose. But that don't mean I'm not going to voice my frustrations. And that don't mean I'm not going to bring you the facts when it's right there in black and white. That's all. So, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm frustrated with our team's performance yesterday. I'm frustrated with the coach's play calling from yesterday. And yes, I'm frustrated from this 4-2-5. Yeah, I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated from it. All of that yesterday from Vanderbilt, the second half of the Georgia game. And if they come out like that against Tennessee and so happen to win again, so happen to squeak a win out, I'll still be frustrated. So, hey, it is what it is. But I just want to see a dominant football game like we had in the first half against South Carolina. But don't let me forget, we had some good moments on yesterday defensively. 4 turnovers. I think we forced 3 fumbles and a damn interception. So that was good. We got 3 sacks. That was good. 7 tackles for loss. That was good. So we had our moments in that game. But we also had some not so good moments when you giving up a drive that lasts basically 9 minutes. When you let your opponent go 5 for 5 on 3rd down on that drive. That is not good. When you giving up a 36-yard touchdown on 3rd and 9. When you committing penalties on 3rd down to keep the opponent's drive alive. Missed tackles again. You just can't look over that. So, hey, it is what it is. But I just want to let y'all know where this defense lies right now. And as of right now, it's on the road to being the worst defense since 1998. And I'm going to leave it at that. But y'all be blessed. And remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. And roll damn Tide.